Hey guys, and welcome back for another video. So today, the hubby and I would like to have a freestyle discussion with you guys. And one of the things I wanted to discuss, since it's been kind of the theme lately on this channel, what exactly are the traits or the characteristics or issues that Black women exhibit that bother so many people? Like, what is your true gripe with Black women?
You know what? I'm pretty sure coming from a guy, it sounds like a broken record, but attitude is like the number one gripe. I work in management, and it's gotten to the point that I'll be honest, if I was somebody in charge of HR hiring, there is a particular race and gender that I would not hire. I know it's discrimination. That's why I'm glad I'm not in charge of hiring. And it sounds so bad, but out of all the employees I have Indian, Caucasian, Black, Asian, Arabic. Out of all the employees that I deal with, by far, the most unpleasant to deal with is Black women. I really don't even like interacting with Black women when I'm not supervising and I'm out there, whatever. It's a hit or miss. I'm not saying this about all Black women. By all means, don't take it personally. If you're taking it personally, that means the shoe must fit. The Black women that I supervise, and again, it's not all of them, give me the worst attitude. If the work is done, they have 2 to 3 hours where they're literally not doing anything. And even then, knowing that they'll be sitting for 2 or 3 hours just on the clock, not doing anything, because there's literally no work to be done. A nice majority of them are lazy. They just always give an attitude.
I guess what you're basically saying is, you've worked with a bunch of different types of people, Black, white, male, female, different age groups and everything. But what you're saying is, for the most part, this race of woman is going to exhibit these characteristics in a workplace. Have you not had enough Black women who were hard workers or took initiative to contradict that?
I'll put it to you this way. For every good worker, I have about 5 bad workers by ratio.
So out of every 5 Black women, only one of them is actually going to be a good worker?
This is by no means saying all Black women are like that. So that means much more than quite a few of y'all working hard
and earning good money.
And earning good money. I try to work with my employees to be that bridge that really links management and employees. I had an employee. I'm gonna call her Kay. Yes, Kay is Black. I said, hey, go tidy up this area. She said, okay, I'm gonna go on break. Break is 15 minutes. I looked at the clock. She left at 1 o'clock. It's 1:20. So I go find her. She's sitting in the break room.
Hey, what's going on? You said you was going on break, and it's been over 20 minutes.
Oh, I got 5 minutes left.
I'm like, I looked at my clock. I'm like, okay, maybe she didn't leave at 1 like I thought she did. So I go. I come back 7 minutes later because she's still not at the area that I need her to be. I said, hey, you're still not back. What's going on? I got 2 more minutes. I'm like, you said you had 5 minutes 7 minutes ago, and now you're saying you have 2 more minutes. So I'm thinking already what the blank is going on. I leave her alone. I'm watching the lunchroom door or whatnot, cafeteria door, whatever. At 1:30, she finally leaves the lunchroom. Now, mind you, break is only 15 minutes. She calls a union steward on me and says I'm harassing her. So I talk to the union steward, let him know the situation. I call her towards the end of the day. Now, she has the worst attitude. She's getting an attitude with me and all this stuff. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? You told me that you were going on break, and break is only 15 minutes. And she was like, oh, I decided to take 2.
So, wait, can I ask a question? She decided to take 2 breaks, which is what would have been 30 minutes?
30 minutes.
And after how long of being at work?
3 hours.
And how many breaks are you supposed to get within a 3-hour period?
Only supposed to get 1 break after 2 hours.
So yeah, she was jumping the gun there. Go ahead.
She got an attitude with me. Now, me, like I said, I'm trying to work with people. So I was like this. You called the union steward on me. Luckily, we hashed things out. But what's going on? Oh, well, I decided to take 2 breaks. And I'm like, okay, you decided to take 2 breaks. Why didn't you let me notice? If you had let me notice, I could have, maybe tried to switch some things around, put somebody like in your place, and rather than leaving that place open, which was a crucial position. So she got a bad attitude, like started rolling her eyes, giving all the neck movement and all this stuff. And then I had to remind her, I was like, you know, I'm not asking too much. I mean, just keep me in the know. You do remember that just 2 days ago when you were feeling really sick, I said, hey, just go sit down. Don't worry about it. I try to figure things out. Because she looked it so bad and claimed she was so sick and she didn't have any sick leave or sick time to call off sick.
It almost sounds like our biggest problem, and when I say our, I mean Black women, it's like a situation where the entitlement is there. Like you're expecting people to bend over backwards for you to understand you, and when you're not feeling well, your situation's your life, but then you don't have any care or concern for the situations and the people around you and what they got going on. In this life, in order to make it, in order to be of value to other people, even a business or a job or a relationship, you have to understand that you are going to have to take an L sometimes. You're going to have to make a sacrifice like you expect them to make a sacrifice for you.
The type of attitude that I get on a day-to-day basis from them, it just really makes me feel bad for whatever guy is actually dating them. Because if I'm their supervisor, which is technically somebody in authority over them, and they give me this much attitude, what are they doing to a guy who should, I guess, be their partner in an equal setting, equal relationship? I came and I was like, hey, some boxes here. I need you to move those when you get a chance. I greatly appreciate it.
I am so tired of y'all coming to me talking about this blank. You know what? If another person talked to me, I am so irritated right now. And I'm like,
and I'm just looking at this attitude. I'm like, okay, thank you. And I walked away, and I'm just like, it's like, if that's how you deal with your superior, I would pray that no guy in his right mind would ever want to even stick his dick inside you.
We tend to be difficult and not likable because we're either attitudey or immediately on the defense mode to where you can't say anything, you can't criticize.
And when I say over talking, it's like blah, 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 blah. They try not to let you get a word in, blah, 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 where I literally have to look at my employees and I just look at them, keep my mouth shut and let them keep talking. And then when they see that I'm not moving or saying anything, they look, and then I'll be like, you done? Can I speak now? And then I'll be like, I tell them A, B, C, and that's it. At this point, I mean, towards that particular person, K, I'm sorry now, you know, it's like totally I'm in FU mode now. It's like I don't even care. It's like I don't care what's going on in your life or anything. It's like job first, you second.
When you are that first entry-level employee and then you move up and then you step into management, you want to create that bridgeway between the employee and the supervisor. You think that you can be that person that understands because you've been on both sides of the fence. But now, after working, on the other side, you kind of understand why managers and supervisors may have been the type that are so not lenient and understanding when it comes to people, because when they have, it probably bit them in the butt. We as people have to understand that what you get out of life is what you put into it. So if you want something real out of this life, you want something real out of your career, out of your future, you can't spit and crap on the place that you eat from.
Women, and I'm not just addressing this to Black women, but women in general, quit trying to say everything is harassment. Harassment, when I think of harassment, I think of somebody approaching you every single day nitpicking on you. But if they came one day because you're not doing what you're supposed to and they're getting on you, that's not harassment. Stop trying to say, oh, it's a guy supervisor, harassment. It's not harassment.
It's an easy cop out. You think that you can that's just like how some Black people may call the racism card when a white person in charge may not do something they like. A male in charge is going to immediately deal with the sexual harassment crap claim from women who may not like what he just told them. But the thing is, if you're doing what you're supposed to do and you know your side of it, your truth, people will always know that and stick up for you, and their lies can't hold any water, point blank, period.
And for single mothers, before raising your daughter to be strong and all that, raise your daughter, your sons, whoever you're raising, raise them to be respectful. Showing respect to their fellow person, whether Black, white, crippled, lesbian, transgender, whatever. Showing respect to them as a person.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Definitely tell us what you think about this situation. What are the characteristics that you think that are making this society kind of go against or have all these complaints about Black women? Leave me a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please don't take any of this to offense. We're just voicing our opinions, trying to create a discussion. We are open to your ideas. Tell us what you think.
If you have any experience, hey, leave it in the comments. Maybe we can address it next video.
Definitely. We appreciate you so much, and we will see you next time.